Welcome to our Sacred Ground Collective monthly crystal broadcasting circle. As always, when we're working in energy, it is important to set space. And so we do that here by breathing and being present in our body in the present moment in this physical location, bodysuit, home, land. This is where we are landing on planet Earth with our soul walking within this physical body. That gives us great power and authority. Breathe. Be here at this present moment of time. And we are gathered in a sacred ground of sovereignty, space that has been declared, created, fired, and formed and held by many over the years as a place in which sacred work can be done with clear connections to those beyond who have commitment and integrity to the values of our divine family, who are extensions from home, from source, and all that exists in home, source, is of good, benefit, love being one aspect, one song. So those that we ask to guide us and work with us at this time are clear reflections and resonances of home energy. We are holding them here on Gaia with great reverence and respect for Gaia's willingness that we clear our homes, our spaces, our lives using her platform, and we bless and honor her for being in stewardship with us. We ask that we all be cocooned, those that we love be cocooned, our homes, our lands, be cocooned within the sixfold field that holds us, secures us, guards us, guides us, fills us with home energy, the very active shield that any outsider, parasitic type energy coming toward us is immediately identified, neutralized, and removed back to its home. So we are in secured, sacred space of sovereignty. And as we work to create and broadcast our frequencies, we ask that Gaia's elements, earth, air, water, and fire, be part of our massive broadcasting into the world in all dimensions, regions, times, and spaces. We ask for the intelligence held within all that Gaia has created be available to us also. So with that, our monthly crystal broadcasting circle is set and opened, anchored here on the planet to broadcast throughout the galaxy. And so it is. So welcome, welcome. So I'm going to first share my screen because I want to talk just a little bit about language. That's really what's important in our work is language. So those who have worked with me before know that I use a spiral to help us understand energy. We live within energy. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for all of us. We live within energy. It's like we're a fish not within water, but a fish within energy. We're a star being, and our star essence is energy directly connected to home. That energy has no boundaries, it has no cutoffs. It's not like home is here, galaxy is here, and now we're in Earth here. The same thing with our experience on Earth. This energy spiral represents everything that has to do with Earth. And in the Earth experience, we have 8 regions or dimensions, different frequencies. The slowest is the first, and of course, the second and third. And these the 3 dimensions, is what is discerned and impacted by that which is physical. Words, actions impact this energy region. But you see, this energy region doesn't just stop. Anything that impacts first, second, and third is going to begin to ripple and affect fourth and fifth, which is the mental region. So you might have an experience as a child in which you were spoken harshly to, and that harsh feeling, it just resonated within your body, and pretty soon you make up a story, and now the story has a vibration, and then the story erupts into an emotion that then calls in spiritual energy, unseen energy, to help make that story true. And each of these dimensions have language that is unique to them. So words are very impactful in dimension 1, 2, and 3. But as we get into the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th dimension, the things that become more impactful are symbols, so imagination, symbols, colors, numbers, especially in the 8th dimension and above. It's like your computer is programmed by numbers. Now, you don't understand that. You don't know how to make the numbers. You don't know that language. But those who know number language can program the computer. And so up here in the 8th dimension of your field, numbers are really valuable. Numbers, symbols, colors, words, not so much. Down here, yes, but not so much up here. So having a language of words, and then the imagination of symbols possibly, and colors and numbers. And you see, now you've spoken to the entire multidimensional field that you inhabit. And that's the value of our crystal broadcasting program, is we take whatever words, whatever ideas you want to manifest in your life for the month, because we do it month by month for yourself, your family, the world. Take those worlds, and then we spend once a month creating symbols with colors, with numbers, with formulas that will speak to these higher frequencies. These are faster frequencies, so that you can broadcast those frequencies, which are the same as the words that you speak, into reality. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense of what we're doing here. So here you are, and I would like you to each take a moment and write down a few words, and I'll be doing the same. This month, what has shown up in your world, either in your world directly or through news or through friends, that we would call maybe problematic or pain? Just write down a few words. Just give a minute or two for that. I have mine written on a small piece of paper. I see you. I see you. You can speak them. I see you. And as the captain of my life, as the regulator, steward of my life and the life of those I'm around, I claim that these are not allowed. I see that they're manifesting, but they're not allowed. And because they're not allowed, I call for their healing, for their removal. And in this crystal broadcasting program, we just still use the tag command, deep 6, activate tag matrix. Just breathe, activate the deep 6 process and protocols and teams. Bring in the tag matrix to bring an end to the cause of these manifested symptoms or issues. And then what I like to do is to crumble it up. When I have a place where I burn to have a sacred fire, I'm not going to do that here. I could with my candle, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to ask that it be turned over to fire for burning and cleansing. Put it aside. Now, what is it that you would like to bring into your life or the life of those you love or the world this month? Just be with that. What would you like to bring in to your life, the world, your family, those you love? And again, just write a few words down. And then look at those, and I've gotten 3 words. And if you were to put those into a sentence, what would the sentence be? So you can take the words, you can keep them at that level. It's the outcome. But you can also put it into a sentence. I'll just give you time to put it into a sentence too. Tag work, we call this a reality statement. Now, I have a whole list of reality possibilities, and I'm just going to read a few. These aren't the ones I've written for me, but I shine with brilliance and lift the world. The totality of my energy as a star being is available for my use in this physical world in appropriate ways. I have fulfilled my commitment to heal those I love. I bless them into the hands of divine good. Let's see another one. I am fully present and experiencing the adventures of beauty and good that life knows is perfect for me. See, as you know, a reality statement is like an affirmation in that present positive I am experiencing. So get your statement and now read it quietly to yourself, and I'm going to walk you through a reality shift. So read your statement to yourself. Got it? Calling in your team because the team knows how to help that happen for you. They know how to. You don't know how to. They know how to. Move my consciousness and the consciousness of all to whom I am connected in love into that reality. And deep six, anything that is, has, or would keep it from me. Call in my causal team, my design team, because a new program has to be created. It's like a software program or an updated program. Call in my causal team and ask that they create the highest and best expression of that declaration for myself and all to whom I am connected in love. Design that program. Download it into my first dimension. That is the dimension where Gaia has it. First dimension. Anchor it into the fifth dimension, which is where all your software programs are for this lifetime. And anchor it in the fifth dimension. Activate it throughout all dimensions of time, space, reality. Just going to show you here. Show you here. So what you've done is you've made a statement with words here, words. You've asked your team to broadcast that frequency, that new story, clear up into actually the galactic worlds. Anchor the codes right here in the first dimension, right where Gaia will hear it and hold it with you. To put the program into the hard drive immediately and begin broadcasting it from there. That's what we've done to this point. Now, what we're going to do is sit with getting it into the brain and neurological system of the body itself, not your star soul. It has it, the body suit. Cross your arms up under your chin, cross your ankles, tongue at the roof of your mouth. Think of your statement. And roll your eyes 12 times, really stretching it clockwise. Right, that's the right hemisphere. And then 12 times counterclockwise, the right hemisphere. For the left hemisphere, so that your brain has it. Now, what about our crystal kingdom? Clear crystals will pick up information and broadcast it. So that's why we do this particular monthly circle. I'm going to use a very small piece of paper. It could be smaller. And you're going to, in your mind, you're just going to use your imagination and you're going to doodle. And you're just going to doodle. The statement is going to be made into a symbol. And it can be just a doodle. So while you're thinking of that, do a doodle. You used to do this as a kid, remember? It can be as extensive or simple as you want it to be. Now this is mine. This is mine. You see? The other thing you want is numbers. But I like what I have found works for me over the years, and I've been doing this since 83, 84, is I ask for a numerical formula. And the numerical formula for me comes like, here's a row of numbers, a row of numbers, a row of numbers. Sometimes there's three. Just write down the numbers. What is the first row of numbers for those words? You see, for those words. So I'm going to do that for myself. Then I'll show you what it looks like for me. Is there a second level Yes or no? And if so, what's the second level? Is there a third level? For me, there's usually not a fourth level, but you could ask, is there a fourth level, fifth level, sixth level? And you come up with something like that. You see, I have three layers. Now you have words. In words, you have a statement, you have symbol, you have numbers. These are all languages. So you're not just speaking English, you're speaking French, German, Spanish. You're making sure all of those dimensions are spoken to. Now, what I do, because I love colored pencils, then I just color whatever colors feel right. I'm not going to do that now, but I'm going to do it later. Then what we do in our crystal broadcasting group, because this isn't just for you and the loved ones you love, when you broadcast it in Sacred Ground Collective, it impacts the group, it impacts the community. So you take a clear crystal, and I'm going to get two. Actually, I got a handful. Crystals pick up energy, so you'll want to clear them. Rolling them in your hand neutralizes the frequency quickly. You want to put them in the window for sun, etc. That energizes them, but this is what clears them. Now you take one or more of your clear crystals. You finish your broadcasting formula and symbol, and you take this model. You're going to put your clear crystal on it. If you want to, you could write the statement at the bottom. And then I create a circle of stones with nature stones, just nature stones, not gemstones. And put that right in the center on my altar so that all month it broadcasts that statement, those words, also in symbols, colors, and numbers. So your impact, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, galactic. Blessings. That's what this month brings for you. If you want to, you can put a date like this, manifested by a certain date or within a certain time. Now, remember, you do not know how or the steps to take, but your team does. They cannot get it to you unless you ask them to. And that's what we do every month. Blessings.